remember one meal in your life that was just spectacular?
Well,
Maybe the
there's
best
been
meal ever?
many meals, but I think to me, there is the spectacular meal, but there's also the emotional meal. The most emotional meal I had, I think, was when Freddy Girardet closed his restaurant in the late 90s. And I was there for one of the last dinner. And Freddy, at the end of the service, because I went with a friend, we took a private jet with some wealthy friend, not me, but thanks God I have wealthy friends. So we
Look
took
up
a
for
private
something.
jet, flew to Geneva, arrived in Geneva in the morning, and we say, well, we have dinner at 7 o'clock tonight or 8 o'clock. What are we going to do? So we drove to Marvera to have lunch. We had a 5 hours lunch. And then after we drove to Girardet and had another 5 hours dinner.
Oh my God.
And Freddy that night, it was, because I had many meals there at Girardet. And to me, to have the last meal there, and at the end of the meal, he took his jacket off and signed it to my friend. Au revoir, and thank you very much for all the time you spent with me in his restaurant. And I think to me, it was a very poignant moment because we knew that this is it. Freddy Girardet was dropping his apron and saying no more. And that's tough because he was still such an amazing influential chef.
Yeah.
And the other greatest meal I had was when I had a big birthday, one of them, but a big one. And I don't need to tell you what, but
It was 25, right?
Yeah,
When you were
voila,
25?
yeah, double that
Voila.
one. And then I had 16 of my chefs who had worked for me in the past, or were working, or sous chef and all that, who each were cooking one course, extravagant course. They could cook whatever they wanted. I never got involved with the menu, but we were 24 people, and a very good customer of mine bought that lunch in a charity. I sold the lunch for 16 people in the charity for $30,000, and the gentleman said, "This will be your birthday party, and you can invite friends." So I invite friends. We end up 24. 16 of my chefs cooked the lunch, and he brought, I don't know, we drank 85 bottles of wine. 24 people,
Oh my God.
and the wine was from even 1890 to 1990 about. That's the four of wine, with a lot of double magnum of 55, 45, 61. It was just crazy.
Oh my gosh, that sounds
So
like
this was the meal of a lifetime.
that sounds like the perfect last meal. If you
Oh
had a
yeah,
perfect
no, we were all ready to die after that. We started at noon, we finished at 6:30 at night. So.